the third event of Tour de Endurance isn't just any event, it is the crown jewel of this competition. Welcome to the Funnel Classic, a simple funnel course where 8 marbles will race down and 4 marbles that circle and funnel the longest will get advancement and go to the final. Hello everyone and welcome back to Season 5 of Tour de Endurance, hosted by the Grayscales, and this is going to be a very hotly contested gold medal here.
And you see the previous results, Party Crashers, several medals in this event, of course, with Wanderer. Marauders have a couple, and so do the Hellhounds, but of course they're not here. This is an event where everyone is going for it. Everyone's going to put in their best enduring marble and their attempt to try and get the medal, because the gold in the Funnel Classic is unlike any other gold you can win in Tour de Endurance. As the Expedition Pre-Show teams line up just to strut their stuff, because if you don't know how this event works by now, you have not been watching this sport for long enough. As they go down the rack, we got 2 translucent funnels, 5 orange, then that green one in the middle, 3 more orange, and then the final green one where you can truly try and make a run if you have fallen behind. There's many comeback opportunities on this course, and all 3 of the different funnel types function very differently. With the first 2 being very hard to overtake, while the orange one's all about angle, and the green one is all about contact.
Yes, indeed, this course is very similar to what we saw last season in Season 4. Conditions are stated to be a bit better, though, this time, so we'll see how that affects the times here in Season 5. But these Expedition Marbles love showing us how it's done in this event. Even though all of these fans have seen this many times before, they love to see these Expedition teams, these young Marbles, show us how it's done here. And you can see in the green funnel, if you can avoid the contact, that is really the key to staying there for a longer time than all of the marbles that are been dropping down into the final few orange and greens and into the last green funnel. That is your last chance when you can make one final last-ditch effort to make a comeback here. You can see those marbles really making contact with the royal blues, that dark blue marble there, and they will perhaps get an extra few positions out of this. And we've seen many battles of several marbles, almost all marbles sometimes, make it into that final green funnel and all battle for the gold here.
And you see Cherry Blossoms, Bone Rattlers, who look to be pushed by the Cherry Blossoms, and they do fall on through. You see just how much they crawl around the gaps when they do get to that event horizon. They are desperately trying to hold on and stay up, and sometimes that is a result of stopping altogether, but there are some chivalrous rules. You can't really just stop to stay on the course. That will get you a disqualification, as the Sky Dragons come on through to win the race, and pretty comfortably too. 13 seconds clear of the Cherry Blossoms, and there, as you can see, those times, the average time of Season 2's course was around 2 minutes, and low 2 minutes, around 2 minutes 2:10, and Milk's record-breaking run was up in the 250s, an unbelievable, probably the best run we've ever seen from a single race in the Funnel Classic, but that record could very easily fall today with how good these conditions are. As the first heat lines up, Honeycombs through to Rosemary's on the top row and the bottom row. Of course, the Grayscales, Silvery, the home team, and the current championship leaders are in this race. They're the one to watch, and off they go into the first funnel of the race.
In fact, a lot of heavy hitters in this first heat. You've got all of the champions that have qualified here, the Grayscales, the Party Crashers, and the defending champions, the Marauders here, after coming off a poor result in the downhill drag. They're trying to make up some ground here in the third event, and they look to do very well in that first funnel, but they're going to be beaten to the lead by Buzz, that is, of the Honeycombs. They have the lead in translucent funnels. It's harder to make comebacks early on, so Buzz looked like they were going to enter those orange funnels last, but of course everything can change very quickly into the orange here. Into the we're seeing if marbles already drop down through. I think that's one of the marbles that's going to drop down through into the first funnel, into the last funnel before the first green, where things can really change here. Grayscales now take the lead after coming off a gold in the downhill drag. Things are looking very good for the home team. They're going to be beaten once again here by Buzz of the Honeycombs.
And there's 2 leaders, Silvery and Buzz, are very good funnel marbles. Buzz was the silver medalist in the funnel elimination race last season, and Silvery has gotten several top results in the funnel races over the years. And as you see here, it's the Rosemary's, Lagoon Platoon, and the Crazy Chickens. Rosemary's hot off the heels of a silver medal in the event 2, looking to fall on through, unless they get nudged by that duo of Party Crashers and Marauders, who join the other pack, and Rosemary's are sent through all by themselves and now look to be in deep trouble. They'll need that green funnel to make a miraculous comeback. Marauders fall on through next, and they will join the second half of the course in second to last place. Through go Lagoon Platoon, as well as Chickens and Party Crashers crawling around that opening with a big pack of 3 front leading marbles, Grayscales, Blue Brigade, and the Honeycombs. They nudge into the Crazy Chickens, and those top 4 now look in a pretty good position to advance. Those bottom 4 will need to have a big push to try and make it through.
It's going to take some great spinning in those last few orange funnels for these marbles to make a comeback, but it's the Blue Brigade and is that the Crazy Chickens that are doing a great job in that top green funnel. Crazy Chickens somehow managed to stay in there for even longer, but they are now in a battle with the Grayscales and the Blue Brigade here. We already have our first finishers here. That's the Rosemaries that will get dead last. They were in last place for this race for pretty much the whole race, but now 3 marbles circling is that Wanderer I see of the Party Crashers, not doing as well as we may have expected in the Funnel Classic here, but they still have some chance to catch up here. Lagoon Platoon trying to give them a nudge. They do give them several nudges, in fact. Now 5 marbles are here in the last green funnel. Oh, it's gonna all come down to these final few nudges, but Wanderer will not do it. Party Crasher will be eliminated, and so will Lagoon Platoon. 5 marbles left, only one of them will not make it here.
Oh, it's going to be so close. Marauders and Blue Brigade were fighting valiantly, but they nudge off each other, and it leaves the Crazy Chickens in no man's land with the Blue Brigade. And Crazy Chickens, despite leading after that first green funnel, will be condemned to not advance. And there you see the Honeycombs with Buzz and Sylvie. They've been pretty much up front and leading the entire race to be the final 2 runners in this event, pushing for the win here. It doesn't matter. They both advance no matter what. You'd think there's some mind games here. Do they push as far as they can to win the race or try and save some energy, like I imagine Blue Brigade and Marauders have done, just to race in the final? And it is the Grayscale Silvery to win the race, and it's just taking their time. This is just showing off in the in the Event Horizon, just taking even more time. It'll be Silvery, Buzz, Mooney, and I believe Blue Tang of the Blue Brigade to advance. And there you see, as I theorized, the Grayscales 2 events in a row have broken the record. But just like in the downhill drag, they smashed it in the final, and this time they have smashed it in the heats with 3 minutes. The first time we've seen a 3-minute long course. The conditions out here are truly fantastic for them to spin that long, and the fans absolutely riveting with that one. They are so excited with the prospect of hosting this tournament and how well they've done so far as we move on to Heat 2 of this event.
The Grayscales, despite such a storied history, perhaps never looked better here. 2 records on the bounce here, coming off a goal in the last event, but on we are here into the second heat. Citrus Sprinters look to have a poor arc into the first funnel, and they're going to drop down first, but Team Mayhem, a gold medalist from the first event, seem to be in a good position here. That's the White Knights. Milk also trying to get their record back, perhaps, trying to do well here, and it will be them and Team Mayhem in that first funnel. Team Mayhem will eclipse them, though, to the lead. We already have a few entrants into the second orange funnel, so quite a big spread here so far in the second heat. But Cheeseballs also looking to do well. They have joined the fray in that top battle after a last place in the downhill drag. Cheeseballs, in fact, take the lead here, and a bad arc by the White Knights that relegates them to 3rd place now. They're battling with Team Sunrise, while the Cheeseballs continue to extend their advantage. But it's the Croissant Crew that are now in last place, about to enter the first green funnel. Everyone now in this first orange section, so it's closed up a little bit perhaps. No one into the greens, and now as I say that, Croissant Crew enters the greens.
Cheeseball's having a very good run here. A bit of a surprise upset so far for that solid yellow team as Team Mayhem jump into the green and nudge the Croissant Crew. So it is a very close race so far. Crystal Pistol's also in there. This is going to go down to the wire based on how this race has gone so far. Sprinters, Team Sunrise also in there. Popsicles have had a good run. Good comeback after the start. They're now up into 2nd place. Now these 2 in the orange are going to try and stay in the orange as long as they can to avoid that absolute melee in the middle. Team Mayhem looked to fall on through, but they managed to avoid it, and instead the first to drop on through will be... Oh, it's Team Sunrise knocked through by the group, and Citrus Sprinters follow suit. There go the Crystal Pistols as the White Knights, Team Mayhem, Popsicles, Croissant Crew, everyone but the Cheeseballs, who are holding strong and only just enter the green funnel. If they can avoid that melee in the middle, they will surely be in the best position to advance. It looks like they will. The White Knights, the last one remaining out of that pack, and the Cheeseballs trying to avoid them desperately. But down below, it looks like Team Sunrise, valiantly, they've vaulted into the first green funnel as White Knights and Cheeseballs are now fighting for the lead of the race. White Knights have held strong, but they can't quite take the lead, at least not just yet. Team Sunrise, though, in a lot of trouble. Croissant Crew also fall on through, but now everyone is in this bottom half of the course. It's going to go down to the wire.
Those marbles that aren't in the last orange funnel trying their best to stave off, because there's going to be a lot of contact here in the final green funnel. 4 marbles now here. Croissant Crew, Citrus Sprinters, Crystal Pistols, and Team Sunrise. They're joined by Team Mayhem here. Only one of them perhaps might advance here, while 3 marbles are circling in the last orange funnel. But all of them could easily join that melee in the middle in the event horizon here. Oh, who's it going to be here? It could be any of them that advances. It could be any of them that doesn't. Team Mayhem will get last place. And now 6 marbles in this final orange green funnel. 7 marbles now as Popsicles join them through. We have a few marbles that all drop down through. Team Sunrise will drop in 4th. That will be enough for them to advance, and the Cheeseballs, Popsicles, and White Knights can let off some steam as they have punched their ticket into the final. But what a close race from almost start to finish this was. Very little spread into that first orange section, and then after the green and into this final green funnel here all the way towards the end.
Yeah, truly heart-pounding stuff. All four of those coming through together in the fourth through seventh positions was very close, and the Cheese Balls come ahead of Milk. That is a great run by the Cheese Balls to get above every other contender. They will win. Cheddar, the captain, will move on to the final with Milk. Slushy, the reserve of the Popsicles, of course, the winner of the B-League elimination race last season, and Team Sunrise's Daybreak. Those four will go on to the final, but it was really close. Look at this battle at the top of the course between Milk and Cheddar, just brawling around that opening. That probably pushed them far enough away to advance. You can see, yeah, them and the Popsicles were just skipping around that brawl in the middle, which left Crystal Pistols, Citrus Sprinters, and Croissant Crew out of the game. And now we look to the final, but of course not the 16th. It's Crazy Chicken's Gallo to get 9th place, and the Rosemary's 16th, another dead last after getting last in Event 1 and second in Event 2. They've been really inconsistent so far. Got to get some positions up the order, but that's not good enough by the Rosemary's. They're going to be kicking themselves after that. But now we look to the final and this massive scaling tower. Who will come out on top, be the last marble standing of this 8 marble race? It doesn't matter how long you last now, it's all about just being the last one there. Silvery down to Daybreak, long hold in the gate, and off they go.
Milk and Cheddar of the White Knights and Cheese Balls feeling pretty good after how good they did in that last heat, but this time they have to face titans like the Grayscales, who are not going to let this gold up go so easily. But here we have the final underway. Team Sunrise looks to have the best start, and they will take the lead. It's either them or the White Knights who are going to get the best start in this final. A lot of marbles circling, entering the orange funnel. It's the Grayscales that enter first, and a very poor angle drops them down into the second orange funnel. Now 3 marbles now battling in that first orange funnel, while it's Honeycombs with Buzz also looking to do well here. Daybreak of Team Sunrise continuing their run in this event, and they have taken the lead. Milk of the White Knights has now dropped through into the second green funnel, and their descent continues in this event. And Cheese Balls, after such a good run in their last heat, they are currently in last. A funnel to spare between them and the rest of the marbles here. Team Sunrise continuing their good run. They're looking to stave off the collisions down below, but they might make some contact with the Blue Brigade, and they do. Blue Brigade will take the lead here.
Blue Brigade leading comfortably now over that pack in the middle funnels, as the Cheese Balls and the White Knights, who are fighting for the lead in the last race in the green funnel, are now fighting to try and stave off of last. But it is the Honeycombs who join them, and they get finessed into the opening by the Cheese Balls. They will fall to last place. Now it's about trying to get bumped by those behind them. The Marauders do, but it's a really awkward angle, and they're sent straight back through the funnel. It's a battle of 5 in there to try and hold on to second place, as Blue Brigade try to dance as much as they can in the orange to avoid that melee, but I don't think they will. They're still too far away from the event horizon of that green funnel. The Blue Brigade, it's going to be a 6 marble race up the top there, as the Grayscales get really well pushed by the Blue Brigade, but they're nudged into the Popsicles. White Knights come on through. Team Sunrise come on through. It's just going to be whittling down the order up there. Who is it going to be to come on top? Blue Brigade come on through, and fourth as the Marauders, I believe. No, sorry, that's the Honeycombs. Honeycombs and the Marauders are really down at the bottom. Honeycombs in the green, as Popsicles, Slushy, the reserve, takes the lead of the race. How long can they hold that for with this absolute melee of 6, as Marauders and Honeycombs lead an absolutely miraculous push to try and get anywhere close to the top spots?
They're going to need to hope for all these marbles to come on through and give them contact in that final green funnel. Meanwhile, Grayscales take the lead briefly, but it's a huge battle in these final orange funnels. Cheese Balls will join the fray into the green. They might make some contact there. So do the White Knights. They also join them. Daybreak takes the lead for Team Sunrise. Oh, it would be such a good job by them if they could stay in this orange funnel and stave off all those collisions down below. Blue Brigade will join. Marauders are finished, and it looks like Cheese Balls are going to finish in 7th place. Will they drop on through? Meanwhile, Team Sunrise doing whatever they can, but inevitably will drop down through into the green funnel. Now it's a huge battle here. 6 marbles still battling for this gold in the Funnel Classic.
Team Sunrise are skipping around that battle in the middle. They're doing so well to avoid it, as it looks like they're going to start dropping on through now. It looks like Blue Brigade, it's any second. It could be someone at Honeycombs come on through in 6th place. Then comes the Blue Brigade. We've got 4 remaining. Team Sunrise are still avoiding everyone. Popsicles will miss the podium. Sunrise have finally made contact. It's down to Milk and Silvery as Daybreak chokes it away. Grayscales win gold 2 in a row. Well done to Silvery. Milk will get another medal, of course, in the funnel events, and Daybreak, despite doing so well, can only salvage a bronze medal, but Silvery of the Grayscales finally cracks that gold medal in the final event, and after breaking the record, they almost just broke it again after a great comeback in the finals.
Didn't already think the Grayscales didn't look better before? Well, they certainly do now. 2 golds in Event 2 and Event 3, and a good result in Event 1. They are going to push their lead ahead in the standings after the 3rd event. What a run by Silvery here to get another gold medal for the team in front of their home fans. White Knights, another medal for them with the silver. And Team Sunrise, after looking so good in this final, they'll have to settle for the bronze, but that's still their first medal in the A-League after a long, long time.
yeah, they should still be happy with that, of course, after their time in the B League. With Grayscales, White Knights, and Team Sunrise were really ahead of the curve today. Fantastic all the way throughout the event, and that is a very well-deserved podium for all of those teams. Congratulations, especially, of course, to the Grayscales, breaking the record, 2 golds in a row, now comfortably ahead in the table.
So the Grayscales lead extends to 10 points ahead of the White Knights, but really, third on down, really far away from the top 2. It's Team Sunrise, then the Honeycombs, Team Mayhem, Blue Brigade, and the Crystal Pistols down below in that very tight upper mid-back, but still a lot of time to catch up to those top 2. And after this, we will go back to the team events with the 4th event, the Swim Wave.